Hello children, good evening. Class 8 children, again I am back with a new video. I have told you children that on next day, next week I will going to upload the second part of the video of this chapter 5, chapter 4, and today again I am back for that only children. This week I will going to teach you the different type of minerals, okay, and power resources. Minerals I have already taught to you. Now today I will going to tell you what is the conservation of minerals, that also I have said in the class. Power resources children. Power resources generally means that in the very beginning time we can able to find it out. Power resources is that uh, whenever we will switch on the light, whenever we will switch it on the fan, the fans will start, the lights are on, right children? So for whenever we will going to tell about these power resources, no, this first idea is come to our mind like this way only, first of all. But not only at home we are using this type of power resources, we are using this type of power resources in the big industries also, small industries also. For industrial use as well as the domestic use, both the purposes we need that power resources, right? So power resources generally children, you see that both the domestic and the industrial sources of needed power is also essential for that what in what purposes: agricultural, transport, communication and defense. So defense, everywhere power is needed, otherwise no work will be going on without in our modern life children. Okay, so today I will start. There are two types of power resources are there. One will be conservation resources, conventional resources of power, and there is non-conventional. Conventional resources of power are that type of power whatever we are having at with us from the early human beings. So how many, whenever we have started using the power resources, that older one we are getting that in our conventional power resources children. Now I will tell you, firewood, mineral fuel like coal, petroleum and natural gases are conventional sources of energy. What is conventional sources of energy? Please children underline that. Mineral fuels are essential for generating power. Mineral fuels are what? Petroleum, coal and natural gases. Definitely it is very much essential. They are also known as fossil fuels or energy resources. That also we underline that why it is called. Most of the conventional sources exhaustible resources. It means that it is non-renewable. It cannot be renewed. Once the storage will be finished, it cannot be renewed. Maybe it is renewed, but it takes millions of years. Okay, so that much that waiting time we don't have in our hands. So about that way, we will take it as a non-conventional resources children. Means generally it is not been replenishing. Sources like firewood which are renewable, except some sources like firewood which can be renewed. Firewood is coming from the tree. Whenever again tree grows, but it also takes time will be the main mentor over here. So by that way we can able to find it out. Now second will be what are the conventional sources of energy, that only we will learn. First of all we will learn about the firewood is widely used for cooking and heating. More than 50% of energy used by the villages comes from the firewood. Acha, village people generally now these days it is very much famous also, because this area consists of the forest area. I have also seen with my own eyes only that in the winter time, whenever the trees are dries up, that time only they are collecting this type of firewood only, okay, for cooking and other purposes, for fuel, making fuel. Second, what is the resources? That will be of coal. Coal is one of the most important mineral. It is mainly used in the generation of, here children you have to write it down, the uses, whatever the uses are there, that you have to learn it. Please write down over there uses. It is mainly used in the generation of thermal power. It is also used in the domestic fuel, in the iron and steel industry and in the steam engines. Here we are telling about the uses. Now the coal which are used by today formed a million years ago. How it has been formed? Suppose a forest area has been kept inside the due to some natural calamities like earthquakes and all. So if it will, total forest area has been gone inside to the oceans, that time what will happen? That time in the due to this sedimentation process, it has been kept in the rocks of sedimentary rock layers. So that time what will happen, after long millions of years, after that what will happen, that due to the excessive pressure and due to the excessive heat, their body has been transformed into the and solidified, and their body transformed into the coal, right children? So the leading coal producers of the world are China, USA, Germany, Russia, South Africa and France. Children, better you have to learn it about the India's coal fields, because Odisha is also consist of our largest coal field in India. Coal is found in Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Maharashtra. Mainly the region whatever are consist of, especially in the plateau regions. Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Gujarat and Jammu Kashmir, they are a little bit quality, means coals are also having some qualities also there. According to quality, the inferior quality, very less qualities are there at this type of places. Second will be petroleum. Coal is coming from the tree, so that is why carbon content is also present over there. But here also I will tell you, this petroleum is a word which has been divided by two words. It's a Latin word. One will be petrum, another will be petra, another will be oleum. Petra means the rock, oleum means the oil. Okay, from the rock whatever the oils has been collected. Petroleum is found the crude oil. Acha children, petroleum generally whatever we are telling, the petroleum, the diesel, that these generally things are not coming from directly from the inside of the earth. Why? Because whenever it has been collected through the drilling method, I have showed it to you children. So by that way, first the crude oil has been collected. After in the oil refineries, that after collecting of that crude oil, the raw oil, in the oil refineries, it has been go to the purification. Then after purification, then what will come? After purification, the petrol, diesel, kerosene, this type of materials are coming, right children? And it is also trapped between the layers of sedimentary rock. It is in black. It drilled from the onshore and offshore. I have already told about onshore and offshore. Onshore means on the oceans also it can be found. Offshore means in the land also it can be found. Petroleum is an essential source of energy for all internal combustion of engines, automobiles, railways, aircraft. These cases we are also using as a cooking gas and all. Crude oil is sent to the refineries where it processed and numerous by products such as fertilizers. Such a whenever it is purification process will go on children, that time from crude oil whenever it will proceed to petroleum, that time only so many things will come, so many impurities will come, so many byproducts are come. What are there? Fertilizers, synthetic rubber, synthetic fiber, petroleum jelly, lubricants, wax, petrochemicals also, so many things are there, that also it's coming. Please underline that, you have to learn it. It is also called the black gold or liquid gold, as it is highly valuable. That is why it is called. Question can come, why it is called the black gold children. So for that cases you have to mention why it is called. Because it is highly valuable, that is why it has been called as the black gold. The world leaders of the production of the petroleum are mostly located in the Middle East. Middle East means the countries those who are consisted of Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, this type of places. Venezuela, Algeria, most petroleum has been deposited. Okay children. In India, petroleum has been mostly drilled from the oil fields of Digboy, Assam, Bombay High, Mumbai. I have already told Sagar Samrat is that ship which is collecting, drilling. Mumbai and deltas of Krishna and Godavari river also been found, and in the Bay of Bengal it can be a chances, but it has not been started collecting only. Next I will tell you the natural gases children. Natural gas is another thing I will tell you. Natural gas has been mostly found whenever the petroleum found that up or down layer only generally it has been found. Natural gas is found along with the petroleum deposit. The gas is released when the crude oil is drilled and brought out to the earth's surface. Natural gas can be used in the domestic as well as industrial purposes. We are using the children liquid LPG gases we are using now. LPG gases means what? Liquid petroleum gas. Okay. So that LPG gas whatever we are using as a domestic purposes, that is also a natural gas. Okay. CNG autos we are using compact natural gases. Russia, Netherlands, Norway, UK are the major producers of the natural gases. In India, the Gas Authority of India Limited, GAIL, GAIL, please underline that, 1984 as a public sector. Public sector means the government sector is undertaking to locate new reservoirs and transport the market of natural gases. Now this is some children, you can somewhere in the big cities, especially in the metropolitan cities, you can find it out, there will be a gas pipeline also there. Gas pipelines, they are giving the home means there also a connection means through the pipelines they are directly going to the, like how the water pipelines has been connectivity has been given to each and every home, like that way also the pipelines has goes. Okay. Reserves of natural gases have been located along the eastern coast near the Krishna Godavari delta. Natural gas is also found in the Tripura, Jaisalmer, in the offshore. Offshore means in the land, near the Kandala of Gujarat, Mumbai, Maharashtra. Compost natural gases CNG is an eco-friendly automobile fuel. I have already told you here mostly the vehicle like auto and so many vehicles are also goes through this CNG gases which is eco-friendly, and it is causes less pollution than the petrol diesel. More and more automobiles users are restoring the CNG. They are using this type of CNGs. Now I will tell you some of the non-conventional energy resources. Non-conventional energy resources are what? Non-conventional energy resources are that type of resources whenever the traditional methods cannot be used. It means that from the traditional sources we are not making the energy. What are the traditional resources? Coal, petroleum, natural gases. Okay. We will find out new type of invention, new type of source of energy. Okay. It can be solar panels, it can be wind energy, it can be geothermal. That I will dictate, I will elaborate just now. Non-conventional sources of energy are those that are continuously renewed by the natural process. It can be renewed naturally. There is no there is no chance to ending of this type of resources. Okay, children. So this is called the non-conventional sources of energy. Solar energy, wind, bioenergy from biofuel, the hydroelectricity power, geothermal energy, wave tidal energy are some of the examples of renewable energy. Please underline that what is that and give example. Unlike fossil fuels, their energy sources are non-polluting. These resources are non-polluting, which is not giving any harms. Eco-friendly. Nuclear energy only non-conventional energy source which is non-renewable and also very much polluting. Okay, so now why we are needy for this type of conventional non-conventional energy sources? Because conventional energy resources how we are using with the help due to now these days increase of high population of our country, so it will not be fulfilling our demands. For that only the burning of fossil fuels releasing another thing, major thing is that carbon dioxide it is releasing to the atmosphere. This causes atmospheric pollution. In recent years, there has been a sharp increase of the consumption of fossil fuels. This has resulted in the depletion of the fossil fuels at the disturbing rate. If it will continue in the near future, fossil fuel will be it will be very much low manner. It will present. It will soon be exhausted. Okay, it will be a pollute the environment also. It is not an important resource to use non-conventional sources of energy. Then that is the main thing we are using. First one will be the pollution reason. Another will be the what? The sources of conventional energy resources are very limited. So for that too, these are the 2 points which are responsible for now we are needy for this non-conventional sources of energy. First I will tell you hydroelectricity power. Chapter number 2, I have already told you what is hydroelectricity power. Water from the rivers and rains is stored in a dams has been constructed. I have already given the example of this your Kanjhari dam also, because it is also a dam. They are also stuck the water, right, for the different purposes. This water falls from the high heights onto the turbines bladed. In the down portion there will be turbines. From the high heighted these dams water will be falling, then with the pressure of the water the turbines will be moved, okay, rotate and turn the generator. The generator will be also there which is producing the electricity instantly. This is called hydroelectricity power. Underline or hydel power, children. Underline that. Next will be the leading producers of hydel power in the world will be Paraguay, Norway, Brazil, China. Some of the important hydroelectricity power we have already read that in multi-purpose projects also. Right, children? What are they? Bhakra Nangal, Shiv Samudram, Teheri Dam, Nagarjuna Sagar, Damodar Valley project. These are the examples. Now, secondly, I will tell you the solar energy. Solar energy, children, everybody has been seen because in our school it is there. Okay. Solar energy is the energy obtained from the sunlight. Solar panels has been fixed it up. They are collecting the sunlight and they are transmitting to the energy. The small generators has been put with for that, which is transforming the energy to electricity. Okay. Photovoltaic cells and solar thermal technology. Sun rays are trapped in the photovoltaic cells. They are converted to electrical energy. Okay, this is the process only. The technology of utilizing solar energy beneficial the tropical countries but it is also having some drawbacks. In the tropical countries, those who are getting the direct sun rays, they can only able to use that. but the polar regions, wherever they are having 6 months day, 6 months night, that time only they cannot able to use it, children. So definitely that will be a problem for them. So solar energy, utilizing solar energy beneficial to the tropical countries lying to the torrid zone. What are they? Which is the blessed with the abundant sunshine. Gujarat, Rajasthan and the western part of India have great potential for development of the solar energy. Solar energy is used to solar heaters, solar cookers, solar dryers, solar cells, besides being used for the community lighting and traffic signals also. And we have seen mostly now these days, whatever the construction works was going on, big heights, big buildings, big places, people have started using this, especially the organizations. Okay, now I will tell you about the wind energy. Wind energy, I think children everybody has been seeing this picture. I will show you also. Wind energy, generally that type of places it has been made, means it has been activated wherever the wind power will be very much high. I have already told about in the seaside also it will be very much high, the wind speed and wind velocity, and in the mountain hills it will be very much high. Okay, wind energy is the pollution free, eco-friendly, inexhaustible sources of energy. In this, kinetic energy of the wind is converted into electrical energy through the turbines. Here also turbines will be there. Windmills have been used for grinding grain and lifting water. So many cases it has been used there, means locally used also, especially in Rajasthan, Gujarat, wherever the deserts are there, that places this is very much activated form. Wind farms which clusters such a wind farms are also there. Wind farms means windmills are there. A very big area has been, all the windmills has been set up. Okay, they are moving and their energy has been transforming also. Located to the coastal regions and mountain passes where the strong and steady winds blow. Okay, Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, UK, USA, Spain are noted for their wind energy production. The wind power plant of Lamba, Gujarat is the largest in Asia. Underline that which places of India has been largest wind producing state. Tamil Nadu meets a sizable share of the energy needs from the wind farms. Definitely Tamil Nadu also having the sources, means it is having the scope, right? Now I will tell you this nuclear power, children, and geothermal energy, and this your tidal energy. This I will do it in the next week. Is it? Acha, I will, otherwise I will continue for that. I will continue. Nuclear power. Nuclear power actually, children, you are asking the nuclear power, it means that whenever the explosive materials are there, that whenever whatever energy it is releasing, that also has been captured by different type of specially power plants. I will tell you. Wait. Naturally occurring radioactive nuclear minerals like uranium and plutonium are the sources of nuclear power. Underline that these fuels undergo the nuclear fusion and reactors and emit reactors with the reactors, means they have been mixed with the reactors and there will be explosion. Boom, that explosion will go on. Then these leading the producers of nuclear power in USA and France. In India, Rajasthan, Jharkhand have larger deposit of uranium. I have already told about the UICL. Thorium is found in the large quantities along with the beaches of Kerala. Underline that nuclear power stations of India are located in 6 places. What are the 6 places? That also you have to underline. First one will be Kalapakkam, Tamil Nadu, Tarapur, Maharashtra, Rana Pratap Sahar, Kota, Rajasthan, Narora, Uttar Pradesh, and Kaiga in Karnataka. These 6 places only these nuclear power project plants are goes on. I have already told about UICL projects or plants. So it is located in that Jharkhand, Jadukoda. Another one. Now I will tell you the geothermal energy. Heat energy obtained from the earth. Acha, whatever. Acha, children, have you seen that the hot springs or geysers, whenever the fountain like water will come in, it will be made, whatever the earth is having different cracks or faults are having, that places due to the natural pressure of the water, like a pipe, like a thing, like a fountain type of thing is coming of hot water. Okay, it is called the hot springs. So that case is whenever hot springs are there of the earth surface, from there also the energy has been collected and which has been transformed into the energy. Okay, especially to the electricity. Heat energy obtained from the earth is called geothermal energy. The hot water that gusts out through the natural geysers or geothermal springs is used to produce thermal energy. Okay, underline, children. Geothermal energy has been used for cooking, heating, how it has been like a fountain, like of in a some interval, like 5 minutes, 2 minutes interval, one type of fountain will again come, again it has been come, like this way it will come. Geothermal energy has been used for cooking, heating, washing, bathing for several years. USA has the world's largest geothermal power plant, followed by the New Zealand, Iceland, Philippines. Children, here wind energy, solar, tidal, nuclear, biogas, geothermal. These you have to memorize that. I have already told you. And the Central America. In India, geothermal plants are located in Manikaran, Himachal Pradesh and Puga Valley in Ladakh. These two places, these type of geothermal energies are there. Okay, now I will tell you tidal energy. Here, Orissa, we are having this type of tidal plant. We don't have, but we can have, right? Energy generated from the tides. How has been generated? High tide and low tide will be there. That time, children, the increase of the height of the water will be there and decrease of the height of the water will be there. So these height up and down, within that force, whatever force are activated from that force has been just turned into the different the electricity power. Kinetic energy has been moved to the electricity power. So here we, by this way they are producing the tidal energy. Energy generated from the tides is called tidal energy. Underline that, children. Tidal energy is harassed by the building dams, narrow openings along with the tidal belts of a sea. During high tide, energy of the tides is used to turn the turbine. Whenever that high tide will come, that time only water will be increased. So that time turbine will be moved and which is producing the energy. Dam and produce the electricity. Russia, France and Gulf of Kutch, it is in India, have been huge tidal mill farms. Now I will tell you about the biogases. Biogases everybody knows about, children. Biogas is the energy generated from the dead and decayed organic plant, organic matters, dead plant, animal dungs, kitchen waste. So that also, especially in the village portions, what they are doing, they are means keeping in a one place and they are transforming the heat by some machines only. Transform the biogas digesters, bioware, it decomposed by the bacteria, emit biogas. The biogas is a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide which has been useful for general the bio means it has been used as domestically, it has been used like cooking, like electricity. For that purpose only they have been used. It is the excellent fuel for cooking, domestic lighting, rural areas especially it has been used for producing the organic manure. Organic manures also it has been producing. Okay. Now last topic of our, what is that? It will be of save energy. Why to save energy? Because if you will not save energy, it will exhaust very soon. While we should make every effort to conserve untrapped energy resources, it is equally important to not to waste the energy. Here also I am telling every time that not to waste energy. Why not to waste energy? Whenever you are not required, so that time don't off on your fan. Whenever not required, don't switch off the lights, or don't put your AC all the time on mode. Don't put your charging that plugs are there, so don't put it off in the on mode. So by this way you can also control your this type of consumption of energy and save of the energy will be there. Okay. It will make a difference in the world environment. Definitely if we will use, and the pandemic time we have seen very nicely that due to this time, pandemic time, people are less moving out. So this 6 months we have seen the energy, the pollution level is also been, we have saved the energy a lot. So thank you, children. I have already completed my topic, but you have to read it down very nicely. If you have any doubt, please interact with me, and also in the Zoom class you please clarify your doubts, and also whatever work to be given, that has to be done, right, children? So hope so you are well and staying at home. That I have not told in the beginning, so that is why before ending I just tell you, please stay at home, maintain social distancing, wear the mask. Thank you so much. Hope so you are well and staying at home. Thank you, children. Bye.